we're gonna say on Halloween when we play Five Nights at Freddy's?
I'm just imagining him coming out like it's a smash.
Oh, we should play Five Nights at Freddy's this Halloween because that's when the movie's coming out.
Yeah, what, you didn't know? Never mind.
I forgot about the movie.
I forgot about the movie too, but just obviously we should release it for Halloween. But look, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Whatever.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I guess next Halloween we'll play Signalis.
We can do both.
Yeah, we could, but Signalis is kind of a long game.
We can do one off.
What? I'd like to play through the whole thing.
Okay, you know, fine.
Wouldn't you? Don't you? Tragic lesbians is like one of my favorite game genres.
I don't like. I think lesbians are cool and base, but I'm not a lesbian, so I don't care as much.
Lesbian? I thought it was pronounced lesbian.
I thought you were American. Anyways, going back to the subject from last video.
It's like when Scott the Waz. I'm sorry. It's like when Scott the Waz is looking at the dictionary. He's like, "That's how you say it? I thought it was pronounced beans." He's looking at boobs.
Relatable. But so you were talking about that game with the piano music.
Yes.
And it reminded me of another game that was kind of like that. I don't know if this was the final boss of that game, and you're not gonna care because I'm gonna like say the name. You're gonna go, oh, I really don't care because it was a Naruto game. Mm-hmm. The Naruto games have really good music, but I like how the final boss theme and really a lot of the battle themes are just like kind of sad music because in a way, you know, even the Naruto story's kind of ass. Not gonna lie, especially at a certain point. While you're already bored.
No, I've been yawning this whole time. I just didn't disguise it at that time.
No, I did it just to prove a point. But I like how the final boss theme, which is like between, you know, Naruto and a guy who like learned from the same teacher they had, and they're fighting over his legacy. And the music is just this kind of sad piano piece, like because they're both fighting for what they believe peace is. Like how can we preserve peace? And shit, like, one guy's like...
You're just describing the plot for Metal Gear Solid.
Really?
In a way, yes.
Kishimoto, what did you do? I'm gonna ask the Naruto writer, did you rip off Metal Gear? But I really like, even though I do think the whole pain arc kind of isn't as good as I used to think it was, especially in the manga, because, like, that shit is, like, so ass, bro. But I like the idea. You have Naruto and Pain fighting over, like, how can we maintain peace in the ninja world? And, like, Pain is like, we need to make sure everybody understands how Pain feels. Like, just because he believes no people can't understand each other. I'm explaining this so poorly because I don't feel like explaining Naruto right now. I'm sorry.
That's whatever.
But look, it's just, I like the motif they use. And similarly, every time Naruto and Sasuke fight, the music's all depressing and shit, even though this conflict could have been solved if Naruto said, hey, I'm really sorry our government kind of sanctioned the murder of your family. Instead of saying... I want to fuck you to Sasuke. That would have been so much better. I mean, he could say he wants to fuck Sasuke, but like also acknowledge the fact that the government kind of did really messed up things to his people. But you know that would be good writing. I fake fun of Naruto way too much. I make it sound like the worst story ever. It's good. It's fine. It's just it could be so much better. Anyway, so I'm gonna move on to a different genre, a different topic, which is like music. So I just want to talk about music genres that we listen to a lot because we discussed in like our Sonic 3 playthrough, like that. You know, you're into grunge, I'm into jazz. It's the bisexual thing.
I mean, I like more than just grunge. Grunge is, I don't listen to grunge like that much. Like I like it. It's a good genre. I'm more punk rock and like alternative rock and alternative metal. That's like my go-to shit.
Okay.
You gonna go on?
No.
You gonna talk about your music genres?
No, I thought you were gonna say a little more.
I don't fucking know. I don't think anyone cares about my music taste.
I was curious.
Well, what would you like to know? Ask me a question.
I don't know. Like, you know what I know about music genres? Next to fucking nothing.
Well, just ask. Like, what's alt metal? What's alt rock? How does that compare to regular rock?
I was kind of just curious about how you felt about those genres, like what they meant to you or something. I don't know.
Well, it definitely helps that growing up, I listened to a lot of classic rock because that's what my dad listened to. Which I still like classic rock, like 80s stuff, but like I branched out into more like 90s, 2000s stuff, and I do listen to also like modern alt rock and alt metal. and obviously The Offspring, because Crazy Taxi got me into The Offspring, and you know that means a lot to me just because like I love Crazy Taxi as a game. It's not like anything like deep meaningful, but like it's meaningful in the sense that like I just like it a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
But I do also like my family mainly listens to like that kind of era of music, like 90s kind of stuff, like pop punk. And my mom specifically, she got me into this alt metal band called Archers, and I've been really getting into their stuff recently. And so like obviously there's family ties to it, and you know, there's more to it than that. Just most of the time when we're out on family gatherings, it's either like classic rock or you know, 90s 2000s punk rock and pop punk and shit like that.
Okay.
So, and you know, I think about a lot. There's some meme I saw. It was like, I can't wait to like have my own kids so that way I can like show them all the old technology and like all this old music so that way they grow up to be extremely outdated. And I think about that, it's like, that's me, but you know, I just got a lot of ties to that music, and
Yeah.
in that way it means a lot to me.
Yeah. Wait, is this Act 1? Only Act 1?
Jesus Christ, I feel like we've been here for like 3,000 years, but it's been 7 minutes.
Sonic Mania stages are like a lot. Like, they feel a lot longer than they actually are.
Yeah.
Or actually, yeah, but like, I remember when I first played like the classics, I remember feeling like it was the opposite. Like, the Sonic 1, which I felt was the worst one, had like, those stages were like at best 2 minutes, but they always felt like 10 minutes at like a lot of times. For me, I hate to admit it, but I used to be one of those guys who only listened to video game music.
Well, I have something to say to that, to the people who like, oh, you only listen to fucking video game music. Like, it's music. Music's music, and I mean, as someone who as a musician myself, I think music, no matter where it's from, no matter what it is, should be listened to. Like, that's the point of it, to listen to it. Even if it's from a video game, that doesn't really mean anything, because like, you know, it's a song that someone put effort into making, and it's like, if I were a composer of a video game, I would want people to listen to my music even outside of the game, just to like enjoy it, because I don't want music to just be stuck to one thing depending on wherever it's from. Like fucking like movie soundtracks, like songs that are like made specifically for movies and shit, right? Like that. Why doesn't that have the same stigma, you know? Like, why is it video games exclusively that has that stigma?
So here's the thing, right, for me, because like, I do feel ashamed of that fact, but it's only because there's like a stigma for people who do that. Because I believe that a lot of people I hear that a lot of people who have beef with like, or who exclusively listen to video game music have beef with a lot of genres people like rap. And I think part of the reason I feel embarrassed by that is that for a while I didn't like rap either. But the thing is that two things with video game music. I think a lot of people don't understand how much video game music is simply just music. Like, even the classic shit takes a heavy influence from genres like, let me get a good example, like Mega Man. Mega Man is just like the best example. Mega Man 2 in particular is just so much 80s rock. The Mario theme, really OG Mario, is so much jazz fusion. And you know what? Like, you know, all of the genres I listen to with the exception of rap, you can kind of tie my interest in them back to video game music. Like, I got into jazz fusion because I heard that the underground thing from Mario, the da 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 da, that riff was taken from a jazz fusion song. Let's Not Talk About It by Friendship, the Lee Ritenour group. The da 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 comes from that song. And same with the overworld theme, the dun dun dun, that comes from a song called Adventure. So like it's, you can't, like, video game music doesn't really exist in a vacuum. Like, there's a reason there's a reason people like that stuff so much, and I think part of the reason is just because people get attached to that music because they listen to it while playing, you know, games and shit. But still, eventually I started getting into other genres. For me, you know, I say jazz all the time, but even then it's a little deeper than that. I'll listen to any type of jazz, but I think I tend to specifically like, I don't know. There's a lot of jazz I like, but if I listen to jazz and it's like, actually no, that's something I'll have to explain how I feel about rap before I can say that. But rap is a genre I used to just not like, and I don't know how to I do like rap, but I tend to stick closely to like 90s, 80s rap, like early 2000s stuff. Like, I feel like modern rap it's fine. It's just not like my stuff. Like, I kind of tend to get bored listening to it. Like, it's not. Actually, I don't even want to say it's not bad. It's just not amazing. I think there's specific things in rap music I go to, and I don't think modern rap usually has that kind of stuff. Like, I can see the appeal. I just don't really like listening to it that much. When a rap song is not my liking, I tend to just like. I think if I were to rank it on a scale of 10, it would be like a 4 out of 10. Because usually it just kind of bores me. It's just like, here's some guy saying stuff to some miscellaneous sample. And I didn't get that vibe from older rap music.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas jazz, like, if I'm listening to a random jazz piece, it's not like, hey, how did I get up here? A random jazz piece, I feel, is at worst a 6 out of 10. Rap is just kind of like, I feel like you have to do a lot of things right, and I don't feel like a lot of modern rap does that, and that's why I'm more privy to the idea. Like, I understand why when people don't like rap as much. I think you kind of have to find rap that you like, because rap can be really fucking good. I think, like, if you don't like rap, you at least have to listen to Illmatic. That's one of the best rap albums out there. Like, that is, like, genuinely, I listen to that. Hey, Knuckles was here and now he's not.
Damn.
Didn't even get to comment on that.
That's fucked up.
Hey Luxor. Anyways, but yeah, like, I just think that rap, I really wanted to make this a subject earlier, but a lot of people, and I don't like this. A lot of people tend to get really up in arms when people say they don't like rap, and I get why. People hating rap people who don't like rap sometimes tend to be those ultra conservatives who think like it's all gangster shit and like that it's inherently a problematic genre that only like the lowest of low listen to. But people tend to assume everybody who doesn't like the genre is like that. And, like, listening to modern rap, I can see why people might not be into it. I have to, like, I don't agree with people who don't like the genre, but I understand, and I respect that, because I was there. I agreed with that for a while myself, too. It's just, I think that there's a lot of good in the genre, you have to just kind of look for it. I really just can't stay in the assumption that anybody who doesn't like rap is probably racist. Like, am I racist? Well, maybe. But not entirely.
Yeah.
I just think that assumption's really dumb. Because, you know, I think there's a lot of good to rap, but, you know, I can see why people might not like the genre. Now, if you don't like jazz, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. Go outside. I remember my...
like jazz?
hate that meme so much. I remember, in my last semester of college, my media communication teacher was like, I hate jazz. Fucking hate that genre. I was like, wait!
Mm-hmm.
I don't get... If you don't like jazz, what's wrong with you? There's a lot of good jazz albums. The Way Up is peaked. Please listen to The Way Up. That's such a good one. That's
The Way Up, also known as Only Up.
So unfunny. I had to think about that.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Fine. Whatever.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Actually, was there any other? Oh, actually, yeah, classic rock. I tend to listen to classic rock a lot. Though I have been getting into the newer stuff. Like, I've been listening to math rock, so I think I'm like slowly like going through the decades right now.
The hell is math rock?
You don't know?
No.
I don't know how to explain it. Like, I guess it's just kind of a more complicated style of math of rock.
Uh-huh.
I think it was particularly popular in the 2000s. The album I've listened to a lot of American football, or a lot. I mean, their only album.
They only have one album.
Well, they have it too, but I like to pretend they only have one because it's funnier. Like, they made one album. Like, it was like probably like it was one of the most influential like albums ever, and then they disbanded like immediately.
Damn.
And then they came back 15 years later, like, oh shit, let's make a new album. Well, I fucking hate this boss.
Put on your 3D glasses, everybody.
This boss fucking sucks, dude. Cause like the depth perception is ass, bro.
Yeesh. We should get Anthony Fantano on for an episode and just be like, talk music with him. See what he thinks of these opinions.
We would be like, wow, y'all have bad taste.
Wow, y'all fucking suck.
I will say, I will listen to anything as long as it sounds good.
Yeah.
And I do think that is due in part to video game music just kind of desensitizing me to every genre. Honestly, maybe the fact that I like old school rap over newer stuff might even be because of Adventure 2. That is like the only video game with rap music, as far as I'm aware. Not as far as I'm aware, as far as I've listened to. And the rap music in that game is actually kind of good. I'm gonna be honest. I hate that fact that like I can listen to a song about Pumpkin Hill and be like, holy shit, this cooks. But yeah, I'm just gonna move on. So where are we? We're in Mirage Saloon. I remember when Sonic Mania was like kind of like they were hyping it up. This was like the song everybody, or this was the stage that everybody was talking about because this came from this was a level from like Sonic 2. They scrapped. Though this plane section is like original, I think. But I remember the stage theme from the second act. Everybody really likes. Oh wow! I just lost my fucking ring. This boss fucking blows, dude.
I blow dudes too.
Okay, but like, I know you didn't have to remind me.
Look, man, the joke was sitting there. I had to make it. When are we playing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Heritage for the Future for the channel?
Right now, let's go.
Why did you do that? Okay, I was about to say, what are you doing?
I didn't mean to press that.
Okay.
Look,
Woo!
I'm not used to the controls here. Like this is I
the pro controller.
Yeah,
it's too pro for you.
Where is that floating? Knuckles down there holding it up.
It's just like, guys, I made it back. Here's the sign.
Ooh. Oh.
No, it was me, idiot.
God, I can't wait to do more. Oh, hello.
Oh, hey, Fang. What's up, dude?
Wow, Tails, you could have easily fucking.
Wow, nice, nice. That bullet was moving slower than I move at a speed dating event.
You know what? It's just a random game we should play, like at least once.
What?
It's WWE 2K14 because of the, one, the game's gonna be 10 years old this year. Holy shit! But also, there's a mode in that's like so fucking funny. I just remembered it existed because people were like talking about like a new version of that they should do for the next WWE game called Beat the Streak. Mm-hmm. Where, because back in the old days, you know, the Undertaker character, he used to have like an undefeated streak at WrestleMania. So they'd have like a match type where you could fight Undertaker at WrestleMania, and he was like so fucking overpowered, it was insane. Like you could be beating his ass, and all of a sudden the lights would go out, and he'd be like standing up.
It's like a raid boss.
Yeah. It's not. I remember actually like live streaming it a couple years ago, like with my phone. Good times.
It's pretty lit.
No, it wasn't. What are you talking about?
Pretty lit, dude. Pretty awesome. Pretty swag.
That is such a 2016 thing to say, lit.
Pretty baller, dude.
Baller. I'm sorry. Think of the Roblox meme.
Yeah. Like, stop posting about baller. Baller. Stop posting about Among Us. I'm tired of seeing it. Friends on TikTok send me memes. On Discord, it's fucking memes. I was in a server.
Right.
Alright? And all of the channels were just Among Us stuff. I showed my champion underwear to my girlfriend. And I was like, hey, and I turned it upside down. And she's like, hey, babe, when the underwear's sus, ding, 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 ding. I look at the trash can and goes, that's a bit sussy. I look at my penis. I think of the astronaut's helmet. And I go, penis. More like peen sus.
I always think of the ReZero in it. Because that would fit perfectly in the ReZero. Like, Subaru's always suffering. Mm. That would probably be like the worst.
Stop posting about male power fantasy. I'm tired of seeing it.
Like... That's funny. I don't know how to tell you this, but like, just...
You're laughing.
That's the problem. I'm trying to get serious to say that's not funny, man. I don't know how many times I need to tell you it's not funny, but God,
it doesn't work because you're laughing right now.
Oh my God, I'm going to talk about a male power fantasy right now. We're going to talk about Mushoku Tensei just because like, the latest episode had some funny stuff going on.
Oh, hey Fang.
Hey Fang. So I've been watching.
What's his American name? Like Knack the Weasel or some shit?
Yeah, I think so. How do you know that?
I don't know.
Oh, against Sonic the Fighters, yeah.
Sonic. I never played Sonic the Fighters.
So it's a fighting game, so I just assumed you'd understand.
We should play Sonic the Fighters for this game, for this channel.
Yeah, I suppose so. I wouldn't be against it.
But anyways, go talk about the male power fantasy.
So Mushoku Tensei, I would like explain a little more.
Wait, why aren't you talking about ReZero? Fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Look.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, go on.
Mushoku Tensei is like a cookie cutter isekai, but they kind of like make it good by like actually, writing it well. But really, all I want to tell you is just like the recent arc. There's just been like a couple episodes of the main character going to like a magical university and accidentally running into his like childhood friend, but he doesn't recognize her. So he just thinks she's like a dude for like several episodes. It is like attracted to her, but he doesn't realize it's a girl. So he's just like, "Am I gay?" Like for several episodes at a time, he just sees her. He's like, "Holy fuck, I might be gay." I think it
should have been a dude. That would have been.
That's what I've been saying. Like every time they do that bit, I'm like, if only that was a dude.
If only you had the fucking nuts to actually do it. To actually pull the trigger on that idea.
I remember there's like a line in a light novel where he's like, look. I don't care what Fitz's gender is, dude. I'd smash. Like, dude, I want to do things to Fitz. It's just that's his name or her name.
I see.
I'm like, it's just so much potential, man.
Welcome to Oil Ocean.
Okay.
Oil Ocean, obviously.
I thought there was a bit here.
No, just the fact that I pronounced it wrong. You set the ocean on fire, dude.
It's a fucking oil ocean. Who cares?
All the fish are gonna die.
You think they aren't already dead in the oil?
You tell me that there's not at least like three species of fish that evolved to live in oil? Come on.
Name one.
Name one?
Yeah,
I don't fucking know. I'm not a biologist.
Exactly, motherfucker. You better get Jotaro on the line. He might know something.
I'm not a marine
He's gonna
biologist.
tell you he's gonna tell you you're fucking wrong.
How do you know that?
Because he's Jotaro Kujo. He's gonna punch you.
How do you... He wouldn't punch an innocent person. I'm innocent, as we all know. I'm innocent. I'm absolved of any crime. As we all know. Don't look at me like that. Just give me the most aspartame stare. Whatever the fuck that fucking meme is.
I'm the most miserable I've ever been in my life right now.
I'm sorry.
I genuinely feel so miserable right now. I don't even know why. I just do.
It's okay. Take a breather.
No. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna...
Would pizza make you feel better? I'll buy pizza.
It would, but I didn't ask.
You want me to rush order Final Fantasy 16? Have it delivered in the next 30 minutes?
Let's go. Right now. I forgot what I was trying to... I forgot what I was trying to get at here. What was I even talking about? Mushoku Tensei?
Fortnite.
Yeah, okay, Fortnite. Fortnite is really, it's a really stupid game that nobody plays anymore because it's like a bitchless game. You play it, right? Just making sure. Just want to make sure I'm insulting you.
I play it like with a friend every now and then, but mainly we play fucking Black Ops 3 Zombies.
Because that's a fun game.
Yeah, that's a base game.
Yeah, that's a really...
That game gets you some bitches.
Yeah.
That game gets some bitches on your dick.
But why would you want bitches? You're gay.
You can have male bitches.
Alright. I guess so.
Like, bitches are not like inherently like female.
Well, it's
in fact, that's sexist to think that they're inherently female because you're calling women bitches, which is
the name is literally female dog. That's what bitch
yeah,
means.
but that's a rude term for a woman.
You're right, but like
I'm always right. I'm never wrong about anything. Name one time.
Wait, did I say you're right? You're wrong. I'm sorry.
Name one time I've ever been wrong about anything. Not counting this time because I'm right.
There's been a couple. I have to remember.
Go ahead. Yeah, go. I'm waiting. Yep.
You remember when you thought libertarian was like a left wing thing? When you thought the equivalent exchange?
Okay, all right, that's enough. All right.
You know, let's
that's
continue
quite
this next
no.
time.
Let's not continue this in the next episode because I'm going to be deleting the channel.